All right. So this is the final series coming up of the month of August. And it's crazy that we're entering the final month as the Indians. Isn't that crazy? That's freaking nuts. You know, it feels like it should be like May, but it's getting close to September already. People are probably curious, and my for that the Indians can somehow make a push. Not really. Like after Bieber and Savali went down, it's like, okay, we'll see what happens. I knew that we were probably done for when the Indians didn't bother. They left Mejia, Quantrill, what was it, Henches for a minute there. And then, of course, he had Plesac, and then Plesac's been hurt, and we had McKenzie too. But literally, we had one of the worst rotations in the MLB for at least a couple weeks. I knew we were done for when we didn't bother to replace Mejia or Logan. Well, Logan Allen, I mean, he was up for a minute too, but we finally decided to send him back down. By the way, he made a start in this series against the Red Sox. And believe it or not, he was actually good, which was kind of weird because of the fact that he's trash. But he faced a very good Red Sox team, and he only gave up one hit. He gave up one Red Sox. Now, you look at their lineup, and yeah, they don't have all their best players. Probably one of their weakest lineups. I mean, let's take a look at their lineup, shall we? So you had New York earlier that day. I think it was like Munoz and Arauz were literally, they literally showed up like a few hours before the game. Like, wow, okay. You had Kyle Schwarber, Xander Bogaerts, Rafi Devers. You had Verdugo, Dalbec, Vasquez, Duran, and like I said, Arauz. That's their lineup. They didn't have Martinez playing, and they've had some guys down due to injury. Like, in fact, while I'm doing this thing, let's take a look at the injured list. See if we can find the injury list for the MLB here. By the way, I know I didn't do my intro, but wanted to get right into it. But yeah, you already know what this is. I don't need to talk about it. I've been talking. I literally say this every time I do one of these things. Red Sox series recap, Royals series preview. We start the month of September on the road against Kansas City. I believe this is our second to last series against them. It's crazy. But let's take a look at these injuries for the Boston Red Sox, who, by the way, lost again tonight. They lost to the Rays. So this is from CBS.com. I'm pretty sure this is legit. Like, this is up to date. Okay, Boston. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Darwinson Hernandez. He's out until next month, a couple of days, they say. Matt Caracidi, no idea. Kike. Yeah, they didn't have Kike because of illness. Brazier's out. Arroyo, Martin Perez. I think he actually pitched against us. Danny Santana, Josh Taylor, and Arauz. But against us, they didn't have everyone except for Martin Perez, Josh Taylor, Arauz. Yeah, everyone else was out. They've been having some issues, and I think Matt Barnes just went on the virus list thing too. So, not a good time to be experiencing that stuff this close to the playoffs. But the Indians, on the other hand, we've had Josh Naylor out for the year. Bieber's probably going to be back sometime in the next week or a couple weeks. Sandlin is, wow, I almost forgot about Sandlin. Damn. CBS says he's expected to be out at least until today or until tomorrow or something. Tristan McKenzie, a couple days. Ernie Clement, probably next week at some point. Savale, this is expected to be out at least until September 1st. I mean, hey, if we get him back for this series against Kansas City, that'd be dope. Because like we're slowly but surely, it's like freaking Thanos getting the freaking stones. You know, it's like slowly but surely we're gonna make a run at it. I would love that, but that ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry to say it. It's not gonna happen unless the White Sox fall down the face of the earth or something and we get superpowers. It ain't gonna happen. I mean, I just want to see us win as many games as possible. Maybe you get lucky. You never know. But just win games. I mean, I don't care about the standings. Just win games at this point. Don't go out like no biatch, okay? But yeah, Savale, Roberto, wow, out until September 4th. Harold Ramirez, he's been doing rehab assignments. I think he homered yesterday or today. I think it was yesterday. So that's cool. And then Wilson Ramos, I'll talk about him here in a minute. But anyways, game one of the series against Boston, we had Logan Allen on the mound, and he only allowed one hit. That was crazy. I did not expect that. I mean, the dude, when I heard he was going to be pitching, I was like, oh, God, here we go. He's going to get shelled. But he didn't. Like, literally, look at his freaking line. 6 innings, this is his best outing of the year, maybe even career. 6 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Red Sox fans were getting mad. They were like, bro, how are we letting this bum own us? Bro, that's literally what we supposed to be the ones letting the bums own us. Now they had, Erod, Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound, so their pitcher, of course, they had, and he gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 2 Ks, and 2 dingers. We had 8 hits in this game. Scored 3 runs. In terms of left on base, like runners in the scoring position, we were 0 for 5. Couple double plays didn't help it either. Left 4 on base. You got to take advantage of your opportunities. Now, we were doing really good here, and then we were winning, we were looking good, winning 3-1. We were dominating them. Logan Allen had just come out of the game, and thinking, okay, Logan Allen didn't do bad. Alex Young, another bummy lefty comes in, bang, 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 got him out. It's like, do we have any more lefties in the bullpen? I mean, damn, these lefties are just tossing them, bam, bam, bam. It's like, okay. Then bottom of the 7th, like we scored. Right after that, it was like what? It was 2-1 at that point. Yu Chang gave us a 3-1 lead. And then for some reason, I don't know why, they get the bright idea. Hey, you know why? Let's pitch James Karinchak. What do you think happened? I'll tell you what happened. I feel like I'm talking to a wall because there's literally like no one in the chat. Is my thing even, is it private or is it public? It's public. Okay. I always got to check. I don't even really care. I feel like I may as well just say I'm doing a video at this point, But like the moment, now I like this better because I don't have to keep worrying about the damn chat, But like literally, like they thought, let's bring in James Karinchak. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? It's like if I gave you 3 choices, what do you think happened? A, James Karinchak went 1, 2, 3. Option 2, he gave up a run, nothing crazy. Or option 3, Karinchak implosion. Well, he's semi-imploded. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like, actually, no, he didn't semi-implode. He kind of full-blown implosion. The dude could not throw strikes. I've been thinking this ever since the freaking ban came out on sticky substances. This guy, James Karinchak, has got to be the biggest spider tack sticky stuff merchant I've ever seen. Nobody else in the whole league has had a bigger fall off than him. Emmanuel Clase, who has been kind of iffy with his control in past years. Just ask Ranger fans about that. What happened? Clase throws 100-mile-per-hour freaking fireballs, and what happens? He's been pretty on point post-ban. But the guy, I think the thing is with Karinchak, he relies so heavily on, I don't even know what pitches he throws, like really, but he relies so heavily, I guess, on like his curve. Because if you watch, highlights of the pre-ban Karinchak, his stuff was disgusting. He had to be one of the best freaking setup men in the league. My God, that stuff was sick. But then, like, after the ban, they took his sticky stuff away, and he can't control it. His fastball is fine because you don't need to have sticky tack to do that. It's his curveball. And he proceeded to blow the game for us, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Yep. He gave up the first career dinger, at least first of the season, to Jonathan Arauz, who I believe was in a hotel room or something like earlier that day. The dude literally showed up, walked onto the field, and hit a dinger. Good job, James. By the way, how's that whiffs for Warriors thing going? It was going great at first, but now it seems like they've fallen on some hard times because he ain't striking people out. I mean, dang. What happened to our freaking back end? I mean, Brian Shaw's been iffy all year, but damn. It used to be when you see number 99 come on the field, it's like, oh, crap, we're done for. But now it's like, ooh, Karinchak's in. Now I can freaking hit this guy to freaking Pluto. It's like, dude, this dude had the biggest fall off ever. In fact, after this game, the Indians did something I didn't think they were going to do. They sent him down. Yeah, they sent him down to AAA. Honestly, if I'm Karinchak this offseason, I'm trying to redo my delivery. I'm spending all offseason on the mound working on my delivery, trying to not have to rely on sticky stuff. I don't know. Maybe develop a new pitch or something. I don't know what he's going to do. Because damn. He was nasty before, and now he sucks. And it's all because of sticky stuff. My God. And then if you're wondering how we did, we did nothing. Straw and Rosario struck out, and then Ramirez popped out. All we needed was one run. Couldn't do it. So we lose this game. Erod goes 10. He is 10-7. Karinchak falls to 7-4. Ottavino came in and got his 9th save. So, was that the 8th inning or was that the 9th? Oh, this is the 9th. Here's what happened for us. Oh, no, that's even better. Reyes walked. So we had our go-ahead run at the plate for the rest of the game. And then Jimenez pinch ran for Reyes, who then stole second. So our tying run was on second base with Ramos, Zimmer, and Miller. Ramos has been kind of iffy. I've noticed that with Detroit, he got off to a hot start and then fizzled out. It looks like he fizzled out with us again. He fizzled out with us. That sucks, but he's not horrible. He's a pretty good catcher. It's better than nothing, I guess. Zimmer, who's been hitting like 1,000 feet of bombs lately, He struck out too, so 2 strikeouts. And then Owen Miller. And the worst part with Zimmer is he did it on a full count. And then you look at the pitch that he struck out on. It's like, the dude struck out. What pitch did he strike out on? 6 right here. He struck out on ball 4. He struck out on ball 4. But then again, never know with these umpires. They've been calling pitches. All we would have needed was Zimmer to stare at it, thinking it's a ball, and have the freaking ump go, it's like everyone would have gotten pissed at him. Because why didn't you swing? But it's like, plate. But this umpire probably had a strike so bit bigger. That's what happens. The umpire influences these wacky swings because the freaking strike zone sucks so much. A lot of these umpires have expanded strike zones. They be calling pitches off the plate, freaking strikes, and freaking hitters have to swing at it because if they don't, it's like he's going to call it a strike anyway, so I might as well try and get something on it. He would have been on first base with 1 out, so you would have had 2 fast guys with Owen Miller at the dish. And, if you look at who would have been up afterwards, you would have had Yu Chang, okay, and then Mercado, who, whatever, okay, then who knows what would have happened there, but maybe Yu Chang runs into something. He's been hitting better as of late. But if you thought that was bad, just wait until this next game. But yeah, in terms of how the pitchers did, like I said, Erod, 7 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 2 Ks, 2 homers. Logan Allen had his best outing of the year, maybe even of his career, like I said. 6 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks. And, of course, in typical Indians fashion, we waste another amazing outing by a pitcher. How many great outings like that have we wasted this year? It feels like it's been a dozen. My God. If there's one thing we should do in the offseason when it comes to free agents, sign some guys who have a clutch gene in their freaking system. If I'm praying that in the new CBA, they institute a cap floor because that would force Dolan to spend money, and maybe they could go out and finally get a guy like Nick Castellanos, who might opt out of his deal with the Reds. Bring him over here. Now, I don't know if he'd want to come play here because he would have to go to Comerica and play there a couple times a year, playing that god-awful freaking outfield of theirs, the cavernous freaking right field. But, at least you'd be playing on another good team, the good team in Ohio, Oh, but Crazy Dog, the Reds are in the wild card. Okay, but what have they exactly done in the playoffs the last couple of years? They made it last year when the field was expanded, and they didn't do crap. Oh, Crazy Dog, you can't talk because your team didn't do crap either. Well, if you really look at the history again, the Reds actually emerged out of the basement for the first time in God knows how long. Whereas we've won our division the past, 3 or so years. At least we've been to the playoffs in the past. The Reds have been usual freaking basement dwellers. Speaking of which, I just literally saw she raging at his freaking hitting coach. But it's like, he's talking like scheme. It's like, there's no scheme. It's literally like it's not even like your hitting coach's fault. It's your hitters. Your hitters suck. You're getting carved up by John Lester. John Lester had his good stuff. Sometimes it's not even your hitters. It's just your pitcher's nasty. It's the way it is. It's baseball. Sometimes it just goes that way. I'm here raging about, Alan Zinter. It's like, who the hell is Alan Zinter? I don't give a crap. But sometimes it's just the pitcher's nasty that day. It happens. But anyways, let's talk about game 2, shall we? Now, you thought game 1 was aggravating. Oh, boy. Game 2 was even more aggravating for us because we had many chances to win this game. So in this one, we had my guy pitching, and let me check. Oh, yeah, it was Cal. Of course it was Cal. Now, with Cal, it's either you're going to get an ace performance, but the offense lets him down, or he's just going to throw a master class and the offense explodes. Well, today in that game, we got the first option. 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 1 home run. Normally, that's a W. That's a dub for my guy, Cal Quantrill. Going up against Nate Eovaldi, 5 and a third, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 7 Ks, and a home run. And he had some troubles in this game. Yeah, he had some troubles. Indians got on the board. The Red Sox got on the board. Schwarber dinger, and then a Bogarts double. And then we responded right after in the bottom of the second with a Fran bomb from Framey Reyes, and then Bobby Bradley. He's back. It's about damn time. Freaking RBI single ties the game. And then it'd be tied up at 2 until the 10th as they decided, let's bring in Nick Whitgren. So the game before, the game prior, they brought in James Karinchak. Now let's bring in the other scrub of the freaking bullpen, Nick Whitgren. At this point, when I see Nick Whitgren, and I saw this on Twitter, and I related so hard to it, at this point, when I see Nick Whitgren on the mound, it's essentially waving the white flag. And sure enough, gave up a single and then a dong to Martinez. Single to Schwarber, 2-run dong to Martinez. And I'm sorry, it's a 3-run. That's right, it's a 3-runner because the runner on second. That makes it even worse. 3-run dinger, and that's it. Now the Indians did make a feeble comeback attempt. I guess it wasn't feeble. I mean, they had a chance, but yeah, it would have been better off if Bobby Bradley and Hedges weren't scrubs at the worst moment. And yeah, because remember, you had the runner on second, so they walked Reyes. They hit Zimmer. Bases were loaded with nobody out. Bases were loaded with nobody out. With the power swinging freaking Rougned Odor, freaking, I guess, career arc in Bobby Bradley. The younger version of Rougned Odor. He's not even, I don't even think he's really that old either. All that took, a base hit, a hard hit ball, and we win the game. Walk-off grand slam. But no. And he struck out. And then came Hedges, who, you guessed it, struck out. And then Mercado gets an RBI single. Cool. Bases were still loaded for Andres Jimenez. And he grounded out. And game over. We lose in 10 innings. Whitlock got his 6th win. He's 6-2. Whitgren took the loss. He's 2-7. Ottavino got his 10th save of the year. By the way, if you're wondering what went down in the first game, because I didn't go over how the team scored, well, Jose Ramirez hit his 30th dinger in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Indians. Vasquez grounded into a double play, scored a run. Chang, like I said, solo shot, 3-1, and then Arauz tied it, gave him themselves the lead. So, yeah, 3-run home run for Arauz because Karinchak's a bozo who can't figure out how to throw a pitch because he needs sticky stuff. He needs the sticky. But yeah, what's going on, Eric? So then we get to yesterday's game. And kind of the same thing was going on with this team. Again, if you're just joining in and you're wondering how did the pitchers do? Quantrill, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 1 run. He's got a 2.93 ERA. Eovaldi, 5 1/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 7 Ks, 1 home run. He's got a 3.71 ERA. Wow. And then we go to yesterday's game, and we had Eli Morgan on the mound. And Eli's been having some rough times as of late. As in this one, 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 3 Ks, 2 home runs. I guess they just knew he didn't have it tonight or yesterday. And then they had a tenor mound, and he went 5 1/3 hitless innings, by the way. Yeah, he was throwing a no-no for a while there. 1 hit, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 3 Ks, and a home run. They bought him out after he hit the dinger, after he gave up the dinger to Jose. So, yeah, Jose Ramirez got us on the board first off there for us. But in terms of them, Rafael Devers hit the first home run of the game. And then Dalbec homered in the top of the second, made it 2-0. And then Duran walked in a run on the top of the fourth. JD Martinez doubled in a run, top of the fifth. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, we're getting no hit. They're gonna just stomp on us. But then, Jose Ramirez got us on the board with a dinger, like I said. And then Wilson Ramos followed that up with a 2-run single, made it 4-3. And all of a sudden, the Indians are in business. Okay, Indians are making things interesting. And things will only get more chaotic. Because Jose Ramirez would cut it to Devers would homer again. Because, of course, top of the 7th. Right after we scored, he scores second home run of the game, 5-3 Red Sox. And I'm thinking, here we go. Of course. We had just cut the lead to 1. So, of course, we give up a dinger to make it 5-3. It's like, well, there goes all the momentum. But then, after that happened, now this is where things really take a turn here. Because Hedges came into the game here in the top of the 7th. Top of the 8th, excuse me. No, top of the 7th. He came in because Wilson Ramos got hurt. He threw out Verdugo, but he tore his ACL in his knee on the throw because I think his leg slipped or something, and he tore his ACL. So, if you really think about it, Verdugo doesn't try to steal second. Wilson probably doesn't get hurt. And the crazy thing is, the next time we're up, because, bottom of the 7th, we scored to make it a 1-run game. With Hedges coming up in the 8th, Hedges comes up, ties the game with a dinger. And then you had some craziness happen after that. Mercado singled. Yu Chang hit a double to left. But then, for some reason, Munoz decides to just meander in the way. Now, Red Sox may argue, Mercado took a wide turn. Well, if you watch runners, when they be running full speed, they usually take like a wide path going over second. So then they'll line up with third base, and then they'll run home. Well, the Munoz was in the way, and I was honestly waiting for Mercado to freaking truck him, but he just pushed him out of the way, and he was out. But if you watch the umpire, he pointed at him. He's like, "You," and then he's like, "Safe." He's like, he pointed at. He's like, interference. Of course, Red Sox fans will remember the World Series against the Cardinals when there was interference there too. I believe Alan Craig is the name that they get PTSD from, I believe, right? Alan Craig. Wow. That's crazy. But we got the lead 6-5, and then Miles Straw gave us another run, 7-5. And we did pretty good there. And then top of the 9th came up, brought in the 100-mile-per-hour cutter throwing Class A, and he bing, bong, doom, bing, bong, bing, whatever, line out, strike out, ground out. Indians salvage, I guess, the series. They avoid the sweep. We are very good at that. Shaw got his 6th win of the year. He's 6-6. Davis is 0-2. Clase got his 19th save of the year. Could have had more saves if it wasn't for defensive miscues earlier in the year and stuff. Wow. But yeah, that was a nutty game. Of course, the Browns were about ready to play, so I was focused more on football, but I was keeping an eye on this game. So now we move on to face Kansas City to start the final month of the season. Our final month known as the Indians. Next month, it's gonna be weird. That final series at home. You think we have a series I think against the Rangers, but it's on the road, so it's crazy. This is upcoming our final series at home as the Indians. The next time they're at home after this month, they will be known as the Guardians, and they're going to have a new C logo, and new jerseys. I guess they're new, like the base. Like they're not going to change anything except for just the name, because why not have awesome looking jerseys with some designs like pinstripes or something? That'd be overrated, right? Oh well, I'm not going to complain too much. We got to see what they look like. Maybe they'll edit them a little bit. Maybe they'll change them up. But anyways, let's take a look at the pitching matchups if they were even official. They couldn't change. They can change, of course. Plazek is slated to go tomorrow. The Royals have not announced to the sending out tomorrow night. And then my guess is it will probably wind up being it wouldn't be Logan Allen, would it? No. Maybe Tristan? No. I'd love to see freaking Savale, but I don't think he'll be pitching yet. They have not announced the matchups for the 1st of September, and I'm going to guess that the matchups have not been announced for the 2nd. Happen. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can end the month of August on a bright note with a W and then start the month of September maybe with some wins or something. By the way, the Red Sox actually traded for Brad Peacock from the Indians. So that's kind of crazy, though. Again, when we brought in Brad Peacock, I was sure it's like, well, we're going to bring him in. He'll get some get some innings with the minor league team, and then we'll call him up. Never did. He and Zach Godley essentially just filled in AAA. Wow. They really just did not care. They really went with a rotation that was honestly trash over bringing in guys like Brad Peacock and, Heath Fillmyer or those guys. Of course, it really didn't help that our best minor league pitchers, like our own farm guys, were, I think at the earliest in AA. But maybe next year we'll start seeing them come up. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much going to wrap up this stream. I figured I'd come on here for a little while. Not a large crowd tonight. And I've noticed these things don't get a large crowd because honestly, who really cares? It's the freaking Indians, Kind of happy about it. So with that being said, the Indians will have Kansas City and then Boston again. So we'll see these guys right back. We'll be in Boston at the end of the week. Nice. And then we will have our second to last homestand of the year with Minnesota for 4 and then Milwaukee for 3. So see how that goes. And then we have a 3 games and 2-day series against the Twins, a doubleheader, and then a regular game in Minnesota, of course. And then we'll go to New York and then come home for a pretty huge 9-game homestand featuring 4 against the Royals, including a doubleheader. And then you got the 5-game series against the White Sox. And then we have our final series of the year against, our final, division series against the Kansas City Royals. And then we wrap up the year on the road in Texas. And after that, unless we make a supreme, run of things and make things interesting, our season's over. And it'd be like, well, take down all the Indian stuff and get ready to put up all the Guardian stuff. Nice. All right. So that'll do it for this live stream, guys. Hope you guys had a great time. I know I did. And if anyone's watching at the end, on replay. So, but be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Dog, let's go Tribe. Yeah, it's gonna be weird not saying that anymore. What am I gonna have to say? Guards up, baby. No, guards up, baby. Honestly, that would be a good rally tag for the Indians. Instead of let's go Tribe. How about guards up or something like that? Go Guardians. That sounds so weird. The Guardians. What exactly are they guarding? These nuts? Okay, that's enough. I'm out. Have a good night, everybody. By the way, yeah, tomorrow I'm probably not going to have – I don't think I'm going to have Gil on. Me and Gil are going to do something for the Browns at some point. I have to talk to him. I got to remember to freaking pop into one of his streams and, be like, hey, yo, you want to do something for the Browns this year? You're freaking stream or something? You pop on their freaking live stream and we have some fun freaking streaming the Browns, freaking kicking someone's face in. Oh, that'd be fun. Might even do that for the home opener. Ooh, I think I might have just given myself an idea. Do that for the home opener. Watch us stomp on the Texans. Yes. But yeah, that'll do it. Let's go Tribe. I'm out.